Welcome everyone, this is Like It's 1985. I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year's Eve. Today's review is on Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Skids and Mudflap in their ice cream truck mode. Very nice, little cute mode. It's also very unique. If you're familiar with my reviews, I review mostly Transformers with their alt modes being sports cars, but this is a nice, unique alt mode for sure. I don't plan on collecting the Skids and Mudflap deluxe size versions, so I decided to pick this up. This is actually, I think the first time I saw it was I was at a Walmart yesterday getting some food, and I ended up going through the Transformers aisle, and this was on sale for $10. So yeah, it's definitely nice, cute, something that's different from what I usually review as far as the alt modes go. So yeah, I mean, you know that they're going to transform into, and split apart and transform into their individual robot modes, but it's definitely a nice alt mode, for sure. They even extended the paint, the pink color into the rims here with the pink there, so it does definitely make me think of either like Baskin and Robbins or you know, strawberries and cream, that kind of stuff. So you know, it's all good. So let's get on to the transformation. So the first thing you want to do is you want to separate the two halves. The front part of the car, it will become Skids, and the back part of the car will become Mudflap. There's tabs here and here, and there's a post there, and there's a tab on top of here, and then the same thing on the other side of the car. So you kind of, the best way is just kind of wiggle stuff until it kind of comes loose. It's the best way I know how to get it out, like so. And kind of caught in this one tab here. There we go. So we'll go ahead and concentrate on Skids first. To begin the transformation of Skids, go ahead and bring out the legs, which are here. Bring them down like so. And then for the next part, you want to go ahead and just loosen that piece up there. Loosen that up there. And that often happens. This piece here is supposed to hold the hood from springing up its head, so we might as well just leave it like that. For the arms pieces, you want to take this piece here, and it's on a hinge, so you got to rotate this down. I'll just do it from this view angle here. Take it down, rotate it down like that. Same thing over here, the side panel becomes this other arm. Kind of tricky sometimes to get it free from the plastic. Little tab there, and then it brings down like that. So you've got like that so far. Okay, the next step is to get these wheel arches separated from the main body of the car. Now they tab into place like this. As you can see, there's a tab right where my finger is there. The tricky part is on this side, this was rather stiff. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to the other side and show you what it has to happen on the other side. So as you can see off camera, I managed to be able to separate this piece and raise it up a little bit. Well, we'll do the same thing over here, since this piece is much easier to maneuver on camera. So we'll separate the tab and then push it up a little bit. Then you want to adjust the arms to get them about this position. Same thing over here. And then what you want to do is rotate the waist. Back here, the bumper goes up to kind of form his, I guess, his posterior, I guess, and these two pieces, they sandwich together, forming his waist area. Go ahead and organize the legs. Arms are pretty good for now. Last thing you need to do, the panels here, you can see it's kind of intuitive. You fold these up, fold this up, and then this collapses against that, and then what you need to do is rotate it around. Rotate this whole assembly. So what you're left with is looking like that from the front. Okay, so for the transformation of Mudflap, the way I like to do it, I just like to take this panel, loosen it up, which allows you to loosen up this panel here, and then it exposes that way, and then you can start freeing up stuff, as you can see. So again, take this panel, which will become the arms, and it allows you to free up this panel here. Take that. Then you can take this panel, rotate it around like that. To separate the feet, the pink part becomes the feet, so you want to separate here. and they're tabbing into there like that, tabbing into there like that. And this will become the front of the robot, so you want to pull the legs down. And for the pieces here, take these, put these up here for now. And these pieces that were here come around and form the chest piece of Mudflap, and these get rotated around. They're on a ball joint, and then there's a groove. There's two grooves. The grooves, they just groove right into there, and then you rotate this other piece around here, and then again it just slides into that groove right there, like so. And then you can bring the arms down, pull out the hand on this side. The other side there, this hand is already molded into the plastic. It has no articulation whatsoever. Now for the crotch area, this piece is going to tab into there, so you want to pull this up, kind of bring the feet back and then pull it up like that. Legs go down. Now for this back piece, what you can do is rotate it up like this and then kind of fold it like that. Fold it down like that. So you've got that type of effect. In terms of articulation for Skids, he's got rotation in his head. His shoulder can move forward and backwards like that. He's got kind of a joint up there just due to the transformation. Bend at the elbow, 360 at the elbow, and then there's no hand articulation in this arm because his hand is cast in as part of one piece. However, over here he does have movement in his wrist, but that's about it. Rotation in the waist due to transformation, ball jointed hips, bend and rotation at the knee, and then of course his ankles are on ball joint, so you've got 360 and back and forth like that. Okay, for Mudflap, his head is on a ball joint, so it does do rotation. For the shoulders, it's on a ball joint, so quite a degree of articulation there. His elbow swivels and bends, and his left hand does go in and out like that. His other hand, of course, is cast and solid as one piece. Excuse me. No waist articulation. Ball jointed hips. There is a kind of a swivel and a bend at the knee, right there. And the feet can go up and down like that. For a little size comparison, I have in my hand G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra 4-inch figure. You can see he's definitely taller than Skids, and he's even taller than Mudflap. So you get an idea of the size of these guys. So final thoughts about these two. I do like with Skids, I like how they incorporated the grill as his chest. His transformation was a little bit fiddly. I mean, it was straightforward as far as knowing what you needed to do, but to get pieces around other pieces and get enough clearance sometimes was an issue. Like I was saying earlier, I had a problem with this joint, getting his shoulder up and away from his chest area. With Mudflap, I do like the transformation was straightforward and also was very fun. I found I enjoyed the transformation. I like how these panels folded down to become his kind of wings. I like these pieces here. We can see the, I guess you call them shoulder pads. And I do like how these pieces come from the back and then slot into his chest and display the nice Autobot logo. So definitely like Mudflap better if I have to choose between the two. But of course they combine to form the ice cream truck, so you got to have both of them. And so yeah, recommendations. Definitely pick them up. I found this for $10. I'm sure you can get it for $10 as well. Definitely get them. They're nice additions to your Transformer collections, and you definitely need to pick them up, in my opinion. Of course, like all Hasbro stuff, it could use improvements. Like if you look at the panels here, they could use some accents. I would probably suggest maybe silver. So maybe if I was was to customize it. I'd kind of panel line those in silver just to kind of bring out the details. But overall, they're very nice. I like the fact that they combine. The size is just right for them. Any bigger would be they'd lose their kind of cuteness, if you will. So they're just the right size, and the alt mode is just a unique alt mode. So yes, thumbs up. Pick them up if you can. All right. Until the next review, I'll catch you later. Bye.